This is the Freesky Warrior Fat Tire Full Suspension 2-wheel drive e-bike. There is a motor on both hubs and you can select which ones you want to be powered. It has a dual crown front fork, 2 fenders, a headlight, and a rather large seat that has some suspension built in. The brakes are hydraulic and 4-piston, which should help slow down the extra rotating mass of the dual 1000 watt motors. They claim that the 48 volt 25 amp hour Samsung battery is good for 50 to 85 miles in single motor mode and 30 to 50 miles in dual motor mode. Okay, it's time to go for a ride. Okay, let's see how fast this thing is. Going to use throttle only at first, and I actually spun the front tire a little bit on takeoff. Quite a bit of power, so you might want to weight that front tire in 2-wheel drive mode when you're taking off if you want a little more control. And I'm up to 33 already. Can't go too much faster than that, I wouldn't think. Seems like it's tapering off right around 33, almost 34. Now I will start pedaling and see what that does. Usually it goes a little faster, but seems like it shouldn't go too much faster than that. And I am not getting any more out of it by just spinning the pedals. Oh, there's 34, I guess, so maybe it has a little more to give. But now I'll see how good the brakes are. Oh, locked up the rear. So since I was able to skid the rear tire, the brakes should be good enough, right? Okay, this bike says it can go anywhere, so I might as well get off the main trail, see if it can go through some very tall weeds. Oh yeah, no problem at all. Just smashing them with those big tires and all that power. Okay, maybe that wasn't thick enough, so I'm going to try something even worse. Pretty sure there's nothing too bad in here. Oh, ouch. This is not a great trail, but it might be after I get through with this thing. Here we go. Okay, this is the biggest hill we have on the road around here. How's it doing?
Creeping.
What's the speed?
Oh, it's going 10.
Going 10.
Level 5 right now, lowest gear, kind of.
How much effort are you really putting out here?
Not much.
Not much. Letting the bike do the work.
I'm not tired at all.
Did it drop down any more at the top?
Oh, wait, here it goes. 9.
9. Not too bad.
It was at 5 at one of the steepest points, though.
We're working it. He's off-roading it now.
Oh, yeah.
Cruising. How's it feel?
Heavy.
Creek crossing. Oh yeah, looks like we could take some air out of those tires for the off-road, but they definitely roll better on-road with more air in them. Here you go for the bridge.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. Okay, we have a climb coming up, so I'm going to bump her into 2-wheel drive mode. That icon there tells you which motors are being worked, and both of them are lit up, so you got full power now. Let's see what it can do. How's that feel?
Like I actually have something going.
You have a lot of power to deal with now. What assist level are you in? 3. Should be no problem. Over the roots, up the hill, a little slippery there, but she keeps it on 2 wheels.
I made it.
Here are some slippery rocks. Let's see that suspension action.
Oh.
How's it feel on the gravel?
Smoother.
Smoother, easy to ride.
Oh yeah.
Probably feels pretty at home on stuff like this. Now the gravel trail turned a little more difficult. Got a bit of a climb here. Some areas are going to be pretty loose. So we'll see how that 2-wheel drive pulls her up to the top of the hill.
No effort.
No effort yet. It's doing all the work so far, but it's about to get...
It's like really pulling her.
It's really pulling her, but it's about to get a little more rough, a little more loose. See how it does through all this. Oh, whoa. Okay. She held on to that, but that was a little scary. I'm trying to ride as well, and it is not easy. She's pulling away. I'm on a 1-wheel drive bike, so I gotta work a little harder. Also riding with one hand, that adds to the difficulty. And we got a bumpy section coming up. See how she handles it. No problem through there. Definitely should have dropped air. How was it?
No effort. I'm not tired at all.
Not tired at all. She was only on assist level 1 and made that climb, so that's pretty surprising. You'd think you'd need a little bit more there. How'd it feel on the road?
For the road, with the one wheel, it was a little harder, but it felt pretty smooth overall. I was, with this big seat, just nice and cushy on your bum.
Just cruising away. And then what about the tight woods in two-wheel drive mode?
Oof, I was a little sketchy in there.
A little harder to handle. You gotta get used to the power, the way it comes on, especially coming out of corners as you pedal. It really wants to pull, so it takes more than a mile to get used to, but proves that it can be done. Now it's time to see what it can really do. Dropping the air pressure, going to put it in level 5, two-wheel drive, and see what kind of loose climbs I can make it up. Oh, it's digging. Front-wheel drive in the sand. See what it can pull up. Wow. Now that is different. To have the front wheel spinning and roosting, something I've never felt, so definitely takes some getting used to, but I know none of the other bikes like this that I've ridden would have been able to make it up that, so let's find something I can't make it up. Stepping it up a bit, trying some more loose rock. Oh, so I got pretty far there, but I really slowed down as it got steeper and more technical, and the gearing is so high on this bike that I couldn't really make the motor engage very well anymore, so lower gearing would probably help here, but I'm going to try to use some more momentum, and hopefully that'll get me to the top. Oh. Okay, I cheated a little bit that time and held the throttle wide open the whole time, just as kind of a backup. Still stuttered at the top and barely pulled through, but I made it, so gotta find something harder. Okay, I'm eyeing up something most likely impossible, but we gotta find out. Really loose and gets very steep, so I don't see it making it, but I'll give it a shot. It is really hard to control. I'm just wide open on the throttle, trying to pedal. It's bouncing around all over the place. I gotta get further than that though. I don't think I'm going to get much farther than that. I could keep trying, but there's a storm rolling in, so we should probably get going. After spending some time on this bike, there are a few downsides that stuck out. The weight is definitely noticeable when you are doing anything technical or moving it around very much. It is not as big of a deal if you are just cruising around on mellow trails and roads though. I think it would benefit from some type of sensor that would allow it to adjust the power based on the effort that you are putting in. That way, it would make it easier to control that power. It is pretty touchy even using the throttle, but maybe that is just because it's on the left-hand side and I'm used to it being on the right. I did have a problem with the fork, but the company actually made some changes to make it stronger. It was really cool to see that they were willing to do that. I don't know if it's as strong as I would like, but it's something. The seat post was not long enough for me at 6 feet tall, and this is a common problem with these bikes, but this one was extra short. On the plus side, two-wheel drive is really unique to ride, and it was a lot of fun to experience. The bike is also fast, and it looks very different from anything else that I have ridden. If you want to pick up one for yourself or just find out more about it, you can check out the link in the description below.